Hey, what's going on, guys? Back again with another comic review. Today we got the Powerpuff Girls number 3. Nice, beautiful cover. Cover A as always. Just be getting these because I feel like it makes it a little easier for the LCS and I don't have to think and look through all those different variants. So, yeah, I got the nice pink. I feel like pink's a nice color for the Powerpuff Girls. Matches the logo, so you got pink with the pink. Some stars. And of course, you got the triangle of the Powerpuff Girls. Let's get right into the story now. So, the Powerpuff Girls, they're tallying up all the villains they defeat, and they're trying to get to this big milestone. So, they respond to a call, and this is where they meet this giant monster villain. And well, he gets beat up, and they just call him by a number. He's insulted that they're calling him by a number. That night, they go home and they're having dinner with Professor and they're talking about how they're going to meet this big milestone. And of course, Monster Dude, he takes this personal and we actually get to know his name. So he's going on about how he wants to defeat the Powerpuff Girls. Why would they not call me by my name? And we get to know his name is actually Big Bang, which is, yeah, I guess it's like his origin. Moving on, next day he's in this giant mech. And the Powerpuff Girls, of course, they get the call. They're all hyped up, thinking, hey, this is going to be easy. We're just going to respond to this, and we're going to get some easy number. We're going to get an easy number coming in. But he has a weapon under his sleeves. What weapon is this? Big Bang has a weapon that makes weapons. And what's the best weapon? Well, something that takes what they like, or something that can defeat them and use it against them. First one up, Blossom. The gun shoots, and this is where a Jack-in-a-Box comes out. And of course, it is no other than a detective. It's a detective Jack-in-the-Box. Don't really know if it's a certain character, but it's just a detective. So this detective basically gives her a case, and since she's interested in detectives and all that type of stuff, she gets stuck into that. So she has to do detective work before she can move on, because she's a child. She's sucked into that. That's what she likes. It's all fun. It's all game. Moving on, Bubbles is next. She gets shot by it, and this is where a bunch of bunnies come out, and yeah, she gets smothered by bunnies. The last one I am kind of confused by, but it kind of does make sense. Buttercup gets a second Buttercup, and they fight. But the solution, this is where the solution comes in. How do you solve all these things that are going on with all these Powerpuff Girls? Well, you take the situation and you switch it. You take Buttercup, you take it to Bubbles. And what does this do? She defeats the bunnies. Well, Bubbles goes to Blossom, defeats the detective by shutting it. And then, of course, the clone of Buttercup teams up with Blossom. That is just ultimate. The final way that this ends is that our friend Big Bang, he finally gets to be known as Big Bang by the Powerpuff Girls. And they're like, that's pretty cool. Of course, that's Buttercup that says it's pretty cool and pretty dope. He gets beat up in the end. And then we go to the end credits. Just wonderful storytelling in that way. But I want to say I have two negatives to say. I'm being a little nitpicky, I feel like, today, but this feels a lot like the number one. I don't really care about that too much. Using the same three things, I feel like we can do something a little different. We don't always have to fight. We can just have an ordinary day-to-day thing going on with the Powerpuff Girls. I wouldn't mind it. But, at the end of the day, it's only one issue out of who knows how many. So can we really nitpick it? And the other thing is that I thought the writing, it just kind of felt like it was a little more complicated than it should have been I feel like Buttercup shouldn't have been saying certain things in her dialogue. I didn't exactly go word by word of what it said, but I just didn't like it too much. I like my books like this to be a little simple-minded, very simple-minded, and very characteristic of the characters. But I guess she would say those things from time to time. Just didn't feel like a child would say those. I did enjoy it though. I still gotta say, it's a nice 7 book. It's never gonna always like hit off the bat and go choo. But I always love the cartoon stuff, so that is a point to me. It is a one shot, and I know that if this issue wasn't for me, the next one might be for me. Hope you guys tell me what you think. Are you liking this Powerpuff Girls run? And how did you feel about this issue, number 3? Anyway, guys, hope you stay safe, and as always, peace out.